Greetings and salutations, friends. I am Nimithrander, and today we are picking up in Genshin Impact, doing a prayer for blessings told to crested peaks. Once again, we are on a time limit, and this time I've decided to get it done sooner rather than later. So, the quest reads, Pearls, gems, and gold. Such are the bounty of the mountains. Their ancient honored titles... Their ancient honored titles are the blessings of the past. It is within the furnaces of the Children of Echoes that all these blessings are brought to fruition. Yet, when the hammer's inexorable blows are halted by hesitation, the echoes that ring out through the peaks also fall mute. Can the name engraver, who has the watchful eye of the mountains, hear that which the ridges tell of? Well, we shall certainly find out. And we're already here.
I see the value in my
echoes. And as it happens, we have our name engraver with us already. Though, on the off chance that we'll be bumping into her as an NPC, I will move about as Neuvillette to avoid doppelganger. Well, shenanigans, shall we call them?
She's not back yet. Oh, I hope nothing bad happened to Master Chevin.
A child in distress?
Hey, that little kid is crying. Wonder what happened. Let's go check what's wrong.
Quite nosy, aren't we? Hello, is something the matter?
Master Chevin, she went to gather volcanic crystals, but she's still not back yet. I told the guards, but they said they don't have people to spare. Plus, that area's super dangerous, with tons of monsters and bad guys.
It makes me wonder why your master went there on her own anyway.
They have to finish making preparations before they can try to rescue her. But it'll be too late by then.
Don't worry. We'll look for her.
So, you'll help?
Yes.
Great! I'll just make a quick sketch to show you where the guards went earlier. They said Master Chevin might have stopped around here.
She might have been forced to go near the shadow pin. If that's the case, then... Oh.
Shadow pin?
Please, you have to save her.
I'll do what I can. Tepetli dissonance. So I suppose this quest might involve Tepetlosaurs. Well, it is their domain. Still... I'll go on foot. Mostly, because I really enjoy skating around as Xilonen. I do wish that it lasted longer, though. Still, apart from Xilonen, hardly anybody moves quite like this. And, here in Natlan at least.
Alright,
Xilonen definitely gets Xielon beat on movement. There's the phlogiston effect. It really does make quite a difference.
Don't mind if I do. Settle down.
Oop. Staggered me, did you?
Out of the way. You win. Silence.
Didn't quite go to plan, that. But would you stop attacking the furniture?
May I present?
That is one of the downsides with Farina. Her little minions will actually attack random environmental objects. Usually torches, I find. But they will go after other things too, which can get annoying really fast. Another thing that Xilonen can do. She can actually break ore relatively quickly. At least for their elemental skill she can. Meaning she's one of the few swords wielding characters who can actually manage that. Most sword users, well, don't handle ore breaking all that well.
Settle down.
How brilliant!
Yeah, the one downside to using Xilonen
Forget it.
over Zhongli is the stagger. If you're using Zhongli, you'll never have to worry about getting staggered. Whereas if you're doing it with Xilonen, stagger is still very much a thing to be wary of. Well, that doesn't look promising.
According to the map, we should be getting close. Let's search the air. Get away from me! Look, over there! That Master Chapik?
Where did you come from? So strong! Let's get out of here, boys! Run! Leave the stuff if you want to live! Drop all!
Well, they didn't put up much of a fight.
Guess they knew what they were up against. Our reputation precedes us. For better and for worse, I suspect.
Thank you so much. I thought I wasn't gonna make it down this mountain alive. Saved by the Traveler. Guess my luck's not too bad today. Sorry. Let me introduce myself. I'm Chevin, a gem artisan. I'm not usually this lucky, but maybe things are looking up.
And now I have the question of how exactly to pronounce this name. On the one hand, you could... one reading of it is Imix. But I'd be more inclined to say Imshi. Kind of like Xilonen with the X at the front. Well, I'm hoping someone will actually pronounce the name.
She did, huh? I didn't mean to make her worry. I wasn't planning to be gone longer than 2 days, tops. But then, I discovered a new seam of volcanic crystal near the Shadow Pin. It's a large deposit, and the purity is exceptional. I dug up a whole bunch of it and was getting ready to head back. But the phlogiston within the crystals attracted monsters. I panicked and ran up a narrow path to avoid them. But by the time I was in the clear, I ended up running into those bandits. You showed up in the nick of time.
If the situation was so dangerous, why didn't you just drop the crystals and run?
I left most of them behind, believe me. I only kept the purest chunk. I have to bring it back no matter what. For Tlasoli and poor little Nechka.
And who might they be?
Ah, right, you wouldn't know. Tlasoli is a former ancient name artisan, and Nechka is her daughter.
So, the same line of work that Xilonen is in, I take it.
Oh, you know Xilonen? Try mentioning that name in front of Tlasoli. She could sing Xilonen's praises forever. The foremost expert in ancient names, the future of our tribe, the finest artisan in that land. You'll never hear the end of it. I know Tlasoli misses the days when she used to forge ancient names. She'd never say as much, but I can tell.
Why did she stop then?
Because of her daughter. Poor Nechka contracted an awful illness, and Tlasoli put everything aside to take care of her. Even as Nechka's illness grew worse, Tlasoli never gave up. Like a torch in the night, she was determined to burn bright, even as darkness encroached from all directions. Still, all's well that ends well. Thanks to the doctor's medicine and the YOP's protection, Nechka's flame was rekindled. Her condition has been slowly improving ever since. She's still weak, of course, and has to recuperate at home. But she's well enough to write letters already. She often writes to Xilonen, apparently. Her dream is to become an ancient names forger, just like her mother. Her birthday's in a few days, so Tlasoli asked me to find a pure volcanic crystal to give her as a present.
No wonder you wouldn't leave the crystal behind then.
Yeah, talk about an important chunk of ore! What a nice gift! Paimon hopes it helps her feel better.
I'm sure she and her mother appreciate your well wishes. All right, let's head back. I'm sure Imish is worried sick. Actually, why don't you come with me to visit Tlasoli tomorrow? It's all thanks to you that I managed to bring back the crystal. You deserve a reward for helping us protect something so significant.
I just hope it makes Nechka happy.
That's right! A good mood makes for a quick recovery! And of course, we wouldn't say no to a little gift.
Don't worry, something tells me you'll like this one. But I'll let Tlasoli tell you what it is herself.
Okay. Our new quest is underway. And it seems I was correct. Imish. With like Xilonen. I may not be all that great at the foreign names, the Chinese in particular, but I can learn every now and then. Well, let's go and see Tlasoli and her daughter. Also, while we're here, what's our standing with the Children of Echoes? There's our first rank. Philosophies of conflict. Since I have Xilonen, I do need philosophies of kindling. Oh well. Let's see. Yep, so far. Oh, yeah. Tribes with max reputation reached, 1 of 6. Okay, so only 3 are accessible at the moment, but the other 3 will presumably be added one by one. And eventually, we'll be able to max out all of them. But that's going to be a while, since I can only do bounties and turn in goods for 1 at a time. So I'm gonna turn in supply notices for 1 at a time. And if I do that for Natlan, for any of the tribes here, I'm also cut off from doing any reputation work in the other nations. Not like that's anything new, but... Still, the fact that it's down to the individual tribe level is somewhat irksome, I might say. I suppose the only plus side is the fact that all of the individual tribes only go to level 4. Could you imagine how long it would take if every single tribe you had to get to level 10, like you did for the full nations elsewhere? Oh dear.
Wanna see some gems? They're so shiny.
Hello, Amish. What do you have for sale? Ah. I can actually buy ore with Mora. Oh, and you can buy spinel fruit. I don't know where to find these. I've been looking. Guess I just haven't looked hard enough. But, worst comes to worst, I'll simply buy out their stock every couple days. Or as often as it repopulates anyway. Anyway, back to Shevin.
Oh, you're early. Looking forward to your gift?
We're just happy to visit Lasoli and Nechka.
That's right. Nechka's been so sick, and Plasoli had to give up what she loves. Things might get better, but they could probably still use some cheering up.
I've already asked someone to swing by and let Tlasoli know we're coming. She's probably made all the necessary preparations. Let's go then. Do you mind watching the story, Mish? I'll be right back.
I'm surprised the girl wasn't paranoid about that, considering what happened the last time you said you'd be back soon. Okay. Looks like we have to go up and around. Come to think of it, I haven't actually been keeping up with Varkaro, our own little Tepetlosaur friend. And I wish that I could summon him at will. Have him run around with us for a bit. Oh well. Maybe they'll let us do that eventually. Or maybe I simply haven't gotten far enough into his quest yet. Well, let's see, where exactly are we going? Oh, okay, we're going outside. Let's patch everyone up. One downside to a Farina team, you will quite often end up a bit banged up. Not for enemy action, but just from Farina's passive chewing away a bit. Gotta find out whether or not I'll need Xilonen to run up a cliff for me in a second. Nope, looks like we're good.
Here we are. Nice house, right? Give me a sec, I'll go knock. Flasoli, open up! They're here! Flasoli? Are you home? Open the door! That's strange. Huh, the door's locked. But she shouldn't be out at this time of day. Hey, Nechka! Nechka! It's me, Chevin! Open up, please!
Something amiss here.
Still, I told Tlasoli we were coming. Maybe she had to take Nechka out to get some medicine.
Let's check for signs.
Hey, what's that over there? Looks like a Tapetlosaur nest.
That's right. Tlasoli has a Tapetlosaur companion. If I remember right, its name is Iengu? When she was still in the forging business, she'd often have Iengu help with some digging work. But since Nechka fell ill, she hasn't let it dig much recently. Wait a minute. What the... This place is a mess! Iengu's nowhere to be seen either.
Whoa, look at all these broken boxes. Something terrible must have happened.
Paimon and I will take a closer look. You should stay back, Chevin. We don't know what we're dealing with here.
The tracks end at this cliff. Could the Tapetlosaur have climbed up the mountain?
Ooh, that'd be...
Let's head up there and see.
would be quite easy for a Tapetlosaur. Oop. Quite the obstacle course you prepared, huh? Oh. We found Iengu, maybe. Hard to tell.
Huh, there really is a Tapetlosaur up here. Might not be Tlasoli's companion, though.
At least it doesn't seem to be any danger.
Paimon still doesn't see any sign of Tlasoli.
Hey, Traveler! Paimon!
Oh? Is that Tlasoli?
That's Chevin's voice!
Looks like there's someone next to her. Is that Tlasoli or Nechka, by chance?
Come down, quick! Tlasoli's here!
Huh? We just got up here and Tlasoli's back already? What a coincidence.
Well, we did jump to conclusions, didn't we? Well, nothing for it. Let's head on down.
Why is the Tapetlosaur coming along? Whoa, hey, don't run! You'll hit us!
The Tapetlosaur brought us down.
Iengu, come here. Are you being naughty again? Oh, that's a good saurian. Oh, you must be hungry. Sorry. I'll whip up something for you later. All right, run along and play now. I'll come along in a sec. Sorry, you two. I was waiting for you at home when Nechka... Well, she snuck out and ran off by herself. She said she just wanted to pick some flowers for our guests.
Thoughtful, but... is it really alright for her to be wandering around outside?
But she ended up getting lost along the way. Luckily, I managed to find her before
Is she
long.
alright? She was very ill, from what I heard.
Yeah, Chevin told us she was just starting to get better.
She's still very weak. The shock and the cold winds certainly didn't help, so she ended up with a slight fever. I gave her some medicine and now she's in bed. But it's nothing a good night's rest can't
Let's
fix.
hope so.
That said, she won't be able to meet you today. I'm sorry you came all this way for nothing.
It's fine. Her health is more important.
Don't worry about it. We know she's still recovering. Chevin told us how serious her illness was. Her health definitely comes first. We were just dropping by to check on her.
I won't ask if she's all better now. I know she isn't. But the fact that she's able to run off on her own for a while is a good sign.
Yes, and to run away from eating her vegetables. She's a fast one, that's for sure. She jumps over chairs, hides under the table, then runs all around the house. I can hardly catch her. Seeing how she is now, that's already enough. I really couldn't ask for more.
Hey, cheer up. This is supposed to be a happy occasion. We do appreciate that she tried to welcome us with flowers. Anyway, Tlasoli, about the thing I was telling you before.
Alright, let's hear it.
Yeah, what did you get us?
Paimon. Ugh, we didn't do any of this for a bloody reward.
Well, it's a blaze gem inscription. I made it from the purest ore, so it's almost completely resistant to erosion. The techniques used to make it are all rooted in ancient name
So,
forging.
it's like a simplified version of an ancient name.
Don't say that or the Wyld might smite me. The process just uses a few of the same techniques and materials. When I first made one, I didn't think it could serve any practical purpose, apart from the erosion resistance and the general aesthetic.
It is a pretty stone.
But then Chevin suggested using the crystals to make a special kind of ornament.
Blaze gem inscriptions made by an ancient name artisan, engraved with words that never fade. Quite the sales pitch, don't you think?
Catchy.
Wow, that description really does make it seem special.
You've got an eye for business.
Tlasoli's blaze gem inscriptions really are special, though. Word of mouth isn't always reliable. As information gets passed along, it becomes incomplete, forgotten, and sometimes even distorted. But the words inscribed on these crystals will stand the test of time. The inscription will never deteriorate, and the meaning will never get twisted. It's the perfect gift for a dear friend or significant other. You could even pass it down to younger generations.
You're very persuasive.
Yeah, let's get one! We can engrave our names onto it. Then once we find your sister, she can add her name as well. That way, our names will be together forever!
Looks like you've already convinced Paimon. And it would be a fervent wish made reality if we did actually get to engrave our names alongside Lumine's.
You deserve it. You saved me. And Nechka's birthday present. It's the least I can do to repay you.
Chevin, I thought I told you.
Don't you start acting shy too, Tlasoli. It's a great gift. I know how much work goes into one of your blaze gem inscriptions.
Well then, thank you both. I'll have it ready as soon as possible. Then, I'll have you do the inscription yourself. Nechka should be well by then. She'll be very excited to meet you.
Good things are better with company.
Whoa, let's not get ahead of ourselves. We don't even know how expensive that would be. You sure we have enough travel funds? Hold on, this isn't part of some scheme to make us spend all of our mora, right? Kevin?
You never know. You do look like you have some savings to spare.
no, don't listen to that, Traveler. You'll end up losing all your Mora.
In any case, it's up to you.
Oh no, it's the Tapatlosaur again! Quick, someone stop it! Paimon doesn't want to get run over
Whoa
again!
there.
Also, if you don't mind, Tlasoli, I'd like you to help me repair my Blaze Gem inscription. I dropped it when I was attacked earlier. The rope and clasp both snapped, so I haven't been wearing it. I tried fixing it myself, but I just couldn't get it to stay. Could you help?
Just leave it to me. I'll make it as good as new. Thank you, Chevin, for going all that way and...
It was nothing. We all just want Nachka to get better.
You're right. Yangu, behave yourself. I'll feed you in just a second. I'll have Chevin contact you once everything's ready,
Very
Traveler.
good.
Maybe we'll even line it up with Nachka's birthday. We can even have a little party.
Oh, that sounds great! We'll look forward to all the good food, and we'll make sure we're ready to eat. Anyway, see you around, Tlasoli!
I hope Nichka gets better soon.
Look after yourselves.
Oh, we will.
Nachka is going to be so happy to meet you.
Horse echoes. Alright then. Let's see, a battle pass. So... let's see what the next step will be. Ah, I see. Okay. So, I wound up doing this slightly out of order. Okay. So we're going to have to get back to this, it seems. Because now I need to go off and do... the Archon Quest Act 3. I was planning on getting around to that anyway, but... looks like the order of events has been decided for me. Oh well. We'll have to call it quits here for today, then. Well, if you've enjoyed this, please remember to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Do remember to check out my Elden Ring Let's Play. And as always, have a good day.